In 2011, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 20,593 women in the United States were diagnosed with ovarian cancer. This is important because in October 2011, I was one of those women diagnosed. Unfortunately, 14,346 women in the U.S. died. Only 30% survived. My name is Nevette Tyus-Middleton, and I am an ovarian cancer survivor. The word survivor is such a powerful word. It resonates within me. It means to remain alive or in existence, to carry on despite hardships or trauma, to persevere. I am alive, thanks be to God, and I am able to carry on despite everything I have gone through. It took a lot of faith and endurance to overcome. I stand before you today, happy, healthy, and whole. My journey began when I went for a simple cyst removal. I woke up in recovery to voices and people around my bed. The doctor shared with me the most dreaded news I ever heard. You have cancer. My cyst was positive for papillary serous adenocarcinoma. You know, doctors should really just stop talking after that. Right? It's hard to process anything else. It was like I went to another dimension of space and time in my mind. No, not me. They must have me confused with someone else. I eat healthy. I exercise. Wait a minute. Could this take my life? Could this be the very end of my existence? Could my very being cease to exist? What happens now? What do I do? This cannot be how my life ends. Who knows what even causes cancer? Genetic factors, diet, lifestyle? For me, it could have been a defective gene. After all, I did test positive for the BRCA1 gene mutation. Those of us who are BRCA positive, we have no idea when these cells may decide to go rogue. It's like having a ticking time bomb inside with a cell phone detonator. One day you get a call and boom, your world explodes. My treatment involved a staging surgery, chemotherapy, and a long path to healing that included my faith, which remains an integral part of my life. During my treatments, it seems whatever could go wrong, it did go wrong. I had infections, an allergic reaction to the meds, kidney issues, I lost my voice, and more. My body started going through all these changes. I looked different. I felt different. My self-confidence, it was non-existent. I no longer recognized the person looking back at me in the mirror. Cancer takes and takes. It had taken so much. I prayed, Lord, please don't let it take my life. In my darkest hour, I wanted to give up, but my faith and family kept me going. One night, I was in so much pain, I could barely think straight. I had to make a decision to succumb to this pain and let cancer win, or continue to fight. This became my turning point. After that night, I knew I was never going to give up. I refused to give in to cancer. I refused to give it my life. This was not going to be the end of my story. In May of 2012, I was declared cancer-free. I knew I needed to help others somehow. When God gave me my voice back, I vowed to honor him by sharing my experience and lessons learned. In corporate America, I use conference calls all the time to conduct business, run meetings, discuss projects. I thought, why not use this technology to create a forum for people who are hurting and in need of help? In October of 2012, 6 months after I went into remission, I started a prayer line. Initially, I just invited close family members, but it has now grown to include extended family, friends, and friends of friends from all over the U.S. We have callers from California to South Carolina, from Minnesota to Mississippi. We have this conference call each and every Saturday morning without fail. The line is open at 8:45 for socializing, and at 9 a.m., we officially start the call. It lasts about 20 to 30 minutes. We have scripture, prayer, praise reports, and we celebrate birthdays. We know birthdays are not just another day, but a day to celebrate I am alive. This call gives others a place to come each week to share their feelings or just listen. It's like a living spring. People can come if they need to fill up or they can release. It's a great way for our prayer family and friends to keep in touch. It's an awesome way to encourage each other on a weekly basis. There is no way I could sit down each Saturday and call 30 to 40 people and share the way we do without this call. Cancer took a lot from me, but through this forum, I am able to share what I took from my cancer experience. The following principles are the keys to starting over. First, I took my life back. I believe everything in life has a purpose, big or small. Every day is a gift. Use it wisely. I have greater faith and belief in the scripture that through Christ all things are possible. I know that God is with me, and in his word he states he will never leave nor forsake me. I have a stronger sense of family and now cherish every minute and second that I get to spend with them. I have a new lease on life. None of us know the day nor the hour that we shall leave this place. That's why it's so important to do all we can while we can. The prayer line was birthed from great pain in my life. It's not just a prayer line, it's a lifeline. We have medical professionals join our calls to discuss relevant issues. We had a genetic counselor come on to discuss the importance of BRCA testing, what it means, and why getting tested could affect generations to come. We have ministers to discuss how faith can play a role in healing, and other special guests monthly. It has brought great joy, closeness, and comfort. Each person on that line realizes they are not alone. They feel love and encouragement through each scripture read, every prayer prayed, and each birthday wish. Last year, I also started sending weekly texts called Midweek Motivation. It's just a way to encourage each person to keep going no matter what. The forum is not only for cancer survivors, it's for everyone. I encourage others to invite their friends or coworkers who are in need. I encourage others to start their own call. I believe we are all the same. We all have the same needs. The desire that when we are hurting, someone will wrap their arms around us and say, "It's going to be okay." This experience has taught me to live my life with purpose on purpose. We are created with a purpose. It is no coincidence that I stand before you today. It was all a part of God's plan. I am going to impact as many lives as I can by sharing a message of hope and survivorship. Cancer, it's not a death sentence, but a life sentence for change. Each day is a new opportunity to continue to look forward and no looking back. You have to create a new vision for yourself, and you have to see it in here before you see it out there. You have to learn to move forward regardless of how you feel or what you have been through. Last, but certainly not least, keep your faith. In May of this year, I will be 4 years cancer-free. I am committed to using my experience to help others. It is my passion, it is my purpose, it is my second act. Thank you.